ask you, Lucy, why you don't feel comfortable with it open?
I mean, obviously, when I said that, yeah, I was like, it's gonna look like I have to fly back, and yeah, I just, like I said, I don't want to lose my confidence, and so when I keep looking around, I start thinking, overthinking.
It's about to go down.
Really shocking. I'm like shaking after that. I feel like I'm, you know, compromised as a person, as a journalist. Like, part of me just wanted to be like, you know, you don't have to do this. But T was there.
Said she felt compromised. She was about to become a, you don't have to do this. If you need help, tell me you don't need help, so I know you need help. Type shit. Oh, damn, that nah, but this must be like mad to see, bro, in front of you. All that in front of you. Damn.
It's difficult, and the thing that struck me the most was she was so confident, and then today she said she didn't want to see what was inside the suitcase. As soon as it opened, she freaked out, and I can understand why. I mean, seeing all of that weed in the suitcase was shocking. It was so hard to watch when she turned away, and then when she looked at it, and then you could see that she was visibly affected. You could just see in her eyes, you could see by her mannerisms that she's scared, and obviously she's scared. I'm now left wondering if Lucy will even attempt to make the return journey carrying the drugs. It's a hard one because it's like, I want her to arrive safely in the UK, but I don't want her to commit a crime. I don't want her to do any of it, but I can't stop her. It's early in the morning, and I'm back in the UK.
Bet, nigga, bet.
Flights from Thailand are landing at one of the country's busiest airports.
Morning, sir. Where have you travelled in from?
Border Force officers are waiting in the arrivals section as passengers leave the airport. So, do you sort of stand here as flights are coming in?
Yeah. The idea is obviously everybody's observed when they're walking down.
Okay. The officers are on the lookout for suitcases that might contain drugs. Cannabis was present in 93% of all drugs seized by Border Force in 2025, with over 62,000 illegal imports
intercepted. Staring at you, bro.
What sort of person are you looking out for?
Something that's slightly out of the ordinary. You know, something that stands out is not the normal passenger that's been away on the holiday.
Is it mainly body language that you're looking out for?
A lot of what we look for is body language. You can tell by how someone acts when they're around you, but we also go off what they're saying and if it makes sense. So, you know, you speak to someone, then if they've been on a proper holiday, they'll be able to tell you about their holiday. But if they've been out there for any other reason, they're not able to give you specific details, or it just seems like a very generic, whitewashed story, as it were, and you're able to dig a bit more into that, and that often leads into us then going into bag searches and finding whatever we find.
Do you often see cannabis coming from Thailand here?
Cannabis is a popular drug that's travelling through the airport at the present moment in time. It's a little bit like a needle in a haystack with the amount of passengers that's coming through.
Morning, sir. Just over here for 2 seconds. Could I just see your passport, please?
So this is all your luggage. You packed it yourself.
Let me run this inner, bro.
What's happening? Suddenly, one of the officers gestures for me to go into one of the back rooms. I'm told a woman is being detained. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Oh, she was travelling business class.
That's bait.
So just tell me what's going on.
That's
So
bait.
another team in the airport have found a suitcase full of cannabis. Yeah, it's a suitcase full of weed. You can see a lot of weed inside. They're in backpacks and they're now putting it through the air. If it's the same as the high quality weed I saw in Thailand, that's an estimated street value in the UK of around £500,000. Where was she coming from?
She travelled from Thailand, so Bangkok.
What will happen to her now?
So, first point will be for some questioning, then that will be handed over to the National Crime Agency, who will then do further investigations, look into the weight, look into the provenance of it, and then they will take it further into the judicial system. The penalty for cannabis smuggling is up to 14 years, or an unlimited fine, or a combination of both.
Since the legalisation of cannabis in Thailand, have you seen an increase in people bringing it into the country?
Over the last year, we've seized a considerable amount more than the previous year. Our seizure statistics are up by 66%.
Wow.
But what that does show is that Border Force is taking a robust approach to those who seek to smuggle cannabis into the country. If you bring it in, we will find it, and you will face the penalties that can be imposed.
Do you think enough is being done here?
Yes, we're working with partners upstream, the Thai authorities. We need to really deter those who seek to bring cannabis into the UK.
From everything that I've
he
filmed
sounds
so
like
far,
he's on it.
people are telling me that it seems to be quite an easy thing to do. People are quite brazen about it.
I think that can be a misconception because you've been here today, you've seen our officers in action. You know, we take a strong approach to this.
Well, they are grabbing people
Last year,
still.
the National Crime Agency says 28 tons of
They're
cannabis
getting
was
niggas
seized
down.
after
Still, they're
arriving
getting
at
folks
UK
down.
airports.
Birmingham blood, B25 and that Handsworth, Erdington and that blood. You know what's raw, good blood.
Hi, Lucy.
Bye.
You made it back.
Jeez.
How are you feeling? Relieved that it's over?
Definitely, yeah.
Last time I saw you, it was really intense. What happened when you got back to the UK?
So
Mad
I landed,
intense.
called the number I have to call, and then handed the suitcase.
And who was it exactly that picked you up in the UK once you got there?
I cannot really say anything. I just can tell you that I handed the luggage and I got my money and that's
She's
it.
trying to set her up.
Tell
fam.
me what you were feeling when you were going through the airport. Because, I mean, when I left you, I went through Thai security, back to the UK. There were hundreds of
Yeah.
security guards.
You know, there's most stressful I felt when I landed in England and when I was waiting for my suitcase to arrive, and it was one of the last one. It took ages. You know, when I was looking around, I saw like police and, you know, I felt stressed. But then when I saw my suitcase, I felt like, yeah, I made it.
How did you feel at that stage?
It's scared. Yeah.
How did they pay you?
Gosh.
£5,000 in cash.
Oh, what do you think?
What are you going to do with it?
I'm flying tomorrow to Mexico, holiday.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it was worth it?
She went on holiday to make money, and now she's going
I
on
did it,
holiday
so yes, I'll say yes.
to live a holiday.
Mm.
Do you think you'd do it again?
If you ask me today, I'll say no. But
But the money's
few
low.
weeks.
So today you'll say no, but
Exactly.
in a few weeks'
I
time,
don't know.
maybe.
Maybe. Exactly. I cannot tell you what I will think in few weeks or few months, but for now, no.
I feel like a lot of people maybe would watch this and feel a bit angry.
Angry on me? For what?
That kind of seems like to me
she
that
done her
you're
thing.
not really taking into account the repercussions of what you're doing.
No.
No. You could face years in prison for this kind of thing.
But I didn't. I'm here talking to you, so...
Tell her again,
I don't think I
that.
was
Boom,
that way.
bro. She's making money and go on. I got the finance.
Quite
You move like
surprised, to be
hater.
honest.
I hate you, want
The thing
hate.
that surprised me
Wait.
was not even that she made it through, but that she just seemed so chill about it. The way she spoke about it, she transported that huge suitcase full of weed from Thailand, literally as if it was nothing. But it's clear that A, she's doing it for money, and B, she's doing it because she doesn't think she's going to be caught. Lucy got away with drug smuggling and has returned to her confident self. She might have forgotten how nervous she was when she first saw that suitcase full of weed, but I saw how the drug dealers treat mules, putting all the risk on them. Last time, in Thailand, she was visibly scared. I saw her as a very vulnerable human being, as someone that was potentially coerced. So it seems like the only way to stop this is authorities need to get stricter. Because the fact that she made it through Thailand and through the UK with a suitcase full of weed, I mean, we saw the weed, that's bonkers.
So like, comment, and subscribe, man. Come on, man. Appreciate it. Shout out my first 10 subs as well. It's a milestone for me, but I do appreciate it. You get me? My first 10, they're gonna watch me go up and up and up and up and up and up and up the stairs, up the ladders, be elevating, we pivot. You know what's going on. Boom, it's your boy M Bizzle. And we out.